Yo, how's it going, guys? Buster here. Welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've recorded my last video. But yep, here in the garage, my car is still in the same spot. As you could tell from the cardboard that it's still leaking its oil, its transmission fluid, but hopefully that should be working soon. But that's still not gonna stop me from wanting to do another mod install on this car. But some of the mods I actually have, I can't really install because I want to be able to do driving videos after each install. So I have like 5 things to install, but I can't install because the car's not running. I mean, I could install them, but like I said, I want to do driving videos for each install, so kind of defeats the purpose. But today's install doesn't really matter if I drive or not. So I think I want to do it. As it's for the interior, as you see, I have some of the interior already taken apart. I have the radio, center console, but this has to do with the radio. This is actually a mod that actually I've always wanted to do, like when I was first modding the car back in 2019, 2020. But I never did for some reason. I don't know why I never did it. But let me show you what it is, what I got. So I got the Grom audio CarPlay. This is the Vlite right there. This is just the one where you just get CarPlay. It's not really an Android device. Like I can't download like apps like that and use it like a Android tablet, but it just gives me CarPlay to my factory system. I'm also switching out the radio. Funny enough, because assuming you guys know, like Lexus in 2009 updated the way the radio looks. But in 2009 they updated it, but they still kept the same software, which means they still kept the same connectors. So this is my 2006 one right here. I see it's like gray. You could just tell it looks old, like it's just older. And I'm gonna put a 2009 one on there. I see it's the updated look, but it's still plug and play. It's still the same software as the 2006 has. So all the connectors, everything in the back is still the same. In 2010 is when they added Bluetooth and they updated the software. So all those connectors that go back here, all the connectors are different. But in 2009 they updated the way it looks, but they keep the same connectors. As you see, the difference it has like the chrome finish. It's a little bit darker too. The buttons are more flat right here as well. It doesn't have like the bumps that these buttons have. The one big thing that I'm like, damn, I wish I could have found more easier is that this is from a 350. As you could tell, 350s and ISFs have the auto feature right here, while 250s don't have that. So this is off a 250. I was really looking for a 350, but they're like really hard to find for a 350 because there's only like 1,000 of them for IS350s in 2009 only. So that was just really hard to find. I couldn't really find one, so I just had to settle for a 250. It's the same connectors, everything's the same. It's still plug and play. It still works. I put this on just to make sure that this radio works, and it worked. So I just lose that feature. But to be honest, I don't even use this. I always leave it in recirculating mode. Either way, I never even touch this button, so I really don't care. But yeah, if you want yours to keep this feature, you have to get one from a 350 or an ISF. And also another way, because this looks exactly like how the updated like Bluetooth one, that the only way you could really know that this is the one for 2006 to 2009, like same software, the older software. I'm sure there's probably other ways, but the way I knew is that the info right here, you see it still says info right here in my 2006 one, and in 2009 it still says it. In 2010 it says like info and phone, I believe, something like that right here. So if you see it says info and then like phone right under it or something, there's 2 lines here, info and then like phone, but it's the same button. If it says that, it's for the 2010 or newer. You know that for sure. So if you're gonna be looking to do this little upgrade, just make sure you look at it says info. Another thing, if you're gonna be doing this upgrade, you need to change your air vents, because this air vent right here, it's only meant for the older ones. It won't fit nicely here. It will probably fit, but it won't fit nicely. I still need to find that. I believe my friend told me, who actually told me about this mod. My friend told me you have to like trim Dremel like part of it on the newer one so it fits nicer. I don't know. I'm gonna look into that once I get one. I ordered one, I don't know when it's gonna get here. I think it's ordered like a week ago. It hasn't even been shipped out. So from eBay. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, you need to get the updated one. Any year from 2009 or newer, they all fit. It doesn't matter. But yeah, just let you know you have to do that. But other than that, there is there is one thing that you do need to transfer over. At least in my 2006 350, this part right here, the clock, where it connects to the clock, and it's like this part. This is a different connector than this one. See, there are different connectors right here. So you will have to transfer this part over to here, which they are the same like shape. I think this is like a little bit purplish compared to this. I think this looks more black. I don't know. Mine could just be older. I don't know. But yeah, you do need to transfer that over. Just pop it out. I'll show you how to take that out. But yeah, so your clock will work. Otherwise, this won't even connect to your car at all. At least on the 2006 350. Any other year, like 2007, 2008, I don't know if they need to be changed. But on my 2006 350, yes, this needs to be swapped out. So yeah, let me get to this. So I'm just gonna take apart the radio a little bit. It's not really taking apart the radio, just taking apart the nav from the radio. Like from right here, you see this little separation they had. They separate in two pieces. So in order to do that, you have to take out all these bolts that are like hold in the radio on the bracket. So these are 8mm to take all of these out. And let me take out this side. I'm gonna show you the other side real quick. Alright, so I took out the other side of the bracket. Actually, I just remembered, this is also something you probably will want to transfer. This is your TPMS sensor computer. You just held on by one of those bolts right there by the 8mm. This is one thing you will want to transfer onto your new radio. Your new radio might come with one already, like here you go, but you might have to program that one to get it to work with your TPMS sensors. It's just easier to just transfer this over. But yeah, so here's the other bolts that you have to remove. So alright, so as you see, I took out both sides of the brackets. So now all you gotta do is just pull one of these parts above, straight up, basically, whatever, and then just let me see. There it is. So yeah, so it's pulled up the nav. As you see, the little tabs right here, the nav. Yeah, so you just pull up the nav and it comes off of these. So after you pull that off, you could set this aside and you don't use it anymore. So to get the clock out, it's basically just, there's like this wire right here. You just get it out of its clip that is inside, and then you see there's like a little piece right here. Well, there's like a metal clip right there. You get a flathead, stick it in there, like put it in. Let me show you guys. I have a tripod for a reason, you know. So you just get a flathead, put it in there. You get the flathead in there, just stick this up like that, and now you have this on. Just pull the wire out. It all fits through here, just like that. Bam. So yeah, so this is the clock, and now you basically got to do the same thing for this one. All right, so I took out both of the clocks already. Yeah, so this is just a bit more purple. Looks older, but it would have been cool, I guess, to have this, so it could be more updated. This is darker. This is basically black. This kind of looks like tint that's going bad. Could just be because it's old. I don't know. So yeah, so just stick it in here through that hole right there. Just pull the wire and just seat it. It's literally the same size, so it works. There we go. Now just put the wire back where it is right here. So yeah, so there you go. Got the clock back in. Just you can put this back in here if you want to keep it there or something, whatever you want. But then let me put back the radio right there. Like the same process. Just slide the nav from top to the radio. Like I said, there's no tabs or anything. I mean, there's no clips, so it won't really like snap in. Oh, I guess it does. I don't know. But yeah, so there we go. And now it's in. And now it's time to put back the brackets. Just gotta make sure I swap over that TPMS ECU thing. It's obviously just held on by one of the same. All right, so I got the brackets back in. I got my stock TPMS sensor ECU back in already on this one. But now it's time to move on to the Grom CarPlay, the Grom device, I guess. The instructions. This is for if you want to keep your factory mic. Here is if you want to use their mic, aftermarket mic. I'm sure it's good, but I'm sure it's good. I just don't want to have something like on the dash or whatever. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want to just use my factory mic. Here is an HDMI cable for, like, I'm assuming to pass the image. And yeah, this other cable, I don't know what this is. But yeah, so just these cables. There's actually not too many cables to do. It doesn't seem too hard to do. Okay, so I took out the glove box, and you see you have the Grom right here. The Velcro just came in, fortunately. So I'm gonna put this on the bottom. This is not the bottom. Put this on the bottom right here. Tape it up. It's like the perfect size too. Look at that. And then gonna have this one like inside the glove box right here. But yeah, so I'm gonna have this up here, and then the device is gonna be hanging from. The device is just gonna be hanging from up here like this, one way or the other. And so it's not really interfering when I have stuff here in the manuals or just put anything to my glove box. And so there's actually a couple ways people run the wires into the glove box. Some people, the easier way, some people run it like through the cabin air filter door. This one. I wouldn't even suggest that because that might be in the way whenever you try to replace the cabin air filter. I would say probably the best, not the best way, but like the best easy way, I guess, is to just take out this cover. This is like a little plastic cover that you just take out. But you can take out this part right here. You can probably leave it a little bit loose, run the wires in there. But what I want to do, I want to see if it's not too bad. I want to drill right here and like make a hole right here, just so I can run the wires in there. I don't think it'd be too bad, just drilling it. So yeah, so I'm just gonna make a big hole. I don't have anything to cut it with. I'm just gonna use a drill and just start going crazy right here, and then eventually the hole will be big enough. All right, so I made the hole already. I just use a drill, like I don't have anything to just cut like in there in that little space, so I just use a drill. It's just going side to side and making the hole bigger. So I started off with a small drill bit, so just to make the holes, and I wanted it a bit bigger, and then I started just making it wide with that, because you're gonna make it fairly wide for this one right here. This one like barely fits in here, but it fits. Got that in there. Gonna make it fairly decently long to fit this one. And then, well, I haven't even tested out for the mic, but the mic one is skinny, so that's not that big of a deal. But yeah, made the hole right here. So now I guess it's time to connect these wires onto my factory harness. First, I'm gonna look how to connect this one, because this you gotta like mess with your factory harness. Like these are just plug and play, so that's easy. But this one you gotta actually like tap it to the wire for the harness. So for the mic. So let me look at which wire exactly needs to be tapped into. You look at it from the wire side, and you gotta look at 11 and 10. So it's basically from the wire side on the left side towards the left. So it'll be from the left and top. So it'll be the 4th and 5th pin slot. Those are the two wires that you need to mess with. This is only if, like I said, this is only if you want to use your factory mic, which in my opinion will probably be better quality than your aftermarket one, and obviously you don't have to have the mic just stuck there somewhere like down here or whatever. So that's why I want to use it. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. So it'll be that yellow and one right to the right of the, I don't know if it's focusing, but the yellow one for me, and it's like red. So yellow and red. Those are the two wires I need to tap into. Maybe they provide everything. They provide instructions how to do it, and if you need a video, they even have a link right here to a video that you could watch. I watched it, just want to make sure, but yeah, they have instructions right there how to do it. Alright, so I was able to tap into the wire for no, 2 wires for the mic. So I have it all wired up. Honestly, I would make like show you guys how to do it, but honestly their video is really good. So I'll put the link in the description if you want to see the video. It's right here. But yeah, I have this all wired up now. So now it's time basically to just connect everything together. Yeah, but we'll basically just throw the wires, like I said, back here. So they come out right here, as you see. I think they said like it's better to come up. But yeah, it's a little hard to see in there. But yeah, just basically just throw the wires in there so they come out. Yeah, well, so here's one. And where's the other one at? There's the other side I need to throw over here. Here it is. I'm sure it's probably like impossible for you guys to see on camera, but yep, there it is. There's the 2 wires so far, and then I'm gonna unravel the microphone one. Alright, so I'm gonna put the Velcro on. Let's see, which way would it go? Which would be best in here? If you want the link to this Velcro, I could put it in the description. You want to get the same one? It fits damn near perfect right here. That's really good. That's not a little bit too big or nothing is gonna fit perfectly. I guess it don't really matter how it goes. Probably gonna put it like this. But yeah, so just stick it on there. That's tape right here. Just take it out and stick it on there. Alright, so I got the Velcro on, got the Grom device thing already on there. So I'm just gonna put back the wires. I'm gonna put back the glove box. Yeah. So just put back the glove box, put the wires through the hole that I made, and connect it to the device. And I'm just gonna put back the glove box completely. All right. So I got all the wires connected to the device right here inside the glove box already. I ran the wires; they're already all here. So now it's time to connect them. So this one connects to. So these are the wires down here. They're like toward the bottom. These are connected to the radio, like the bottom portion of the head unit. So you go to the middle one. There we go. So connected that one. Now this one is gonna go to the radio. And then another wire that you need to connect is actually is on the radio itself. So if you look at the nav. The nav has that blue one right there. It's its own wire. So you just take that one out, and then you plug the one from the new CarPlay in here, and then the other end you plug this in there. So you take this out. This goes. I can't really show you guys. There's no place for me to put the camera down and show you guys. But yeah, so one end, this one goes into the wire that's right there hanging out already that I took out, and then the other end, the other blue one, which is over here, this one goes into the radio, where that same wire came out. Good thing that they're color coded, so there's no confusion. It just goes right there. And then once you do that, everything else they just go in like normal, like stock. Yeah, so you plug this one into the bottom, all the way at the bottom of the. Let me show you on this radio that's already off. It's a lot more easier. Goes into that middle one right there. So yeah. Alright, so I got all the wires connected already in here. It's pretty messy, to be honest. I might like get something to like tie down all the wires, because it's pretty messy back there. I don't really like. I mean, it's not really gonna be visible ever. I just don't want to be dealing like with wires if I ever need to take out the radio in the future. Alright guys, so there you have it. I have CarPlay now. I have everything works. I still need to find that vent, the 2009 and newer vent. It's like black. I need to put that here. But yeah, look at this is how the interior is looking. You see the RCF mirror, rearview mirror right there, the frameless one, CarPlay, 2009 and newer, or 2009 radio. ISF steering wheel. I still have a couple more things that I want to do here. Be on the lookout for those videos. There's a couple things that are in the process of being done. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Look at the mess I made. I need to pick all that up. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. That's probably gonna be it for the video. But until next time, till next mod, I guess. Comment, like, subscribe, follow the Instagram page, Busta_is350, and well, yeah, I guess until next time, guys. Later.